Jam. Sonic Jam.
Hello to everyone. Hello to Sir John, Sir Scorch. Hello to me testing out the YouTube chat. Got a different thing going on tonight. Here, let's just go ahead. 4-3 games, click. Voila. The cat's box is here. There. She tilted it last night trying to look at the waffle paper. The beef jerky is not hers, it's mine. The cat likes the waffle paper. So, in my efforts to try something new, and because TikTok sent me down a Why am I am...
Halaba.
I hate streaming. All right, let's build this out again. The problem is that's where I need it to be. I'm looking at audio right now. I'm not happy with my audio. If I get really loud, I clip the hell out of everything. I wonder, do I? No. No. Bruh, no. Not ever. Not ever. Anyway, I guess everything's okay. So anyway, as I was trying to say, I'm trying a new thing out. I gave up on the ATEM. I mean, we can hear you and it's not overwhelming. Right, but I also don't want my audio to clip. Like, that's not... It's not good practice. Oh, by the way, shoutouts, Skim, who, is regularly in Cass's channel, followed last night after stream. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. The thing, I gave up on the ATEM, A-I-T, I guess it's pronounced ATEM, item, whatever. I guess, the multi-streaming thing, because it just kinda never worked. So I found out, and this is TikTok's fault for enabling me to go live, but I can't go live with OBS like all the fancy pro TikTok streamers over there. But it sent me down a rabbit hole in this effort of posting to all platforms. Also, the TikToks, Reels, YouTube Shorts. The shorts are going off on YouTube, so I've been looking today to figure out how to get Twitch chat and YouTube chat combined for me in a good way that's not crappy. And what I found was Stream Elements OBS plugin, which I don't like what it's done to the look of OBS, but I like its multi-chat and the things that it does, and it has the option to give me a vertical canvas if I can ever get TikTok to do anything for me. So we're trying that tonight, and it seems like it's working pretty good. I don't know if the stream looks worth a crap. Looks okay. But anyway, that's what's good. So new things are happening on my end that are untested. But it looks okay, so I assume it's okay. Good news. The battery in the Saturn RAM chip thingy-mabobber is indeed working. We wing it, or did you? No kidding. Team wing it. I better not look at that screen or I'm gonna die really fast. Anyway, the RAM battery is doing its thing. It's keeping our save game alive. It's there. I checked it. But it's not keeping the clock alive. Which really isn't that big of a deal for me. But to make the satiator work, you gotta turn the console on, set the clock, turn the console back off, and then back on really quick, and then it works. Because I guess the Saturn won't boot into the... It won't look to see if anything's in that video CD port in the back. unless the clock is set. I don't know why. But anyway, that's the deal. So we have save games. I was scared by that. Hey, Scorch is back. Hi, Scorch. Are you scorching it? I don't know what I'm saying. I was going to say, have you scorched earthed it? But... And now we're flying in a battery. Hell yeah. We in it with the puns. Whoops. We're also not paying attention to what direction we're facing. Oop. Ooh. I forgot I had hypersonic. How could I? Ready for bed. Well, squeesh. Sorry it took me so long getting on. I was trying to hash out what was happening with this Stream Elements business. But glad you came in here before bed. Always nice to see you. By God. I don't think, he said famously, I don't think it's going to take me until 1 a.m. to beat the rest of this game. Tails, you gotta stop hitting the gears. It's not good for your health. I'd love to stay until 1, but I don't think I'd make it that long. I hate it. Why? Why? I am playing like a noob. I stopped. Well, whatever. I don't care. Give it an hour. Yeah, probably something like that. Unless I keep playing like this. What? I mean... I landed... Okay, I watched. I don't care. I don't care. Because it just... I landed on the platform of the fire spitty thingy. And it counted as a hit. I just watched it. I looked over at Twitch really fast to see, hey, it did it? Is that what happened? Or am I still... I don't... Boo. Boo. Boo, I say to the video game. You can't get good if your hitbox is detected wrong. You can't fight City Hall. Give me all the rings. Okay, now that one, I'll take that one. I'll take that one too. Listen. I will get on a plane and fly my hiney south. Alright, I guess it is the spikes. Fine. I'll let you have it. You can have it, John. It was spikes. Yes, I did just spin dash myself into spikes for science. Alright. Uh-oh. Sproing. Get me a shield. Please. I'll take a water shield. Wow. Uh-oh. That was a bad pass at that level. There were loose rings in the bonus stage. They are gone in jam. I haven't been paying enough attention. Tails, what you doing? Scorch. Ping pong. More rings, please. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, you're right. Oh, I got it. Whoosh. 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 Ba-da-ka-ba-ka-doo. Trip, trip, trip. Whee, I missed. It's down there close. I heard Tails get eaten by it. Uh-oh. 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 That's okay. I thought. I was like, is it really not going to load up the boss music? Gotta figure out a new way to hold my controller. Or to just key myself down in general, because I'm finding holding it that I'm not holding the controller with both hands. I'm holding it with this hand, placing it in this one, and like pushing it into that this, into that this. And it's just in general causing a lot of discomfort. Are we still live? Did the page just crash? Please tell me the page just crashed. The page just crashed, yay. I am okay with the page just crashing. Has it really been 20 minutes? Get your hiney behindy into the Discord. I think everyone here is in the Discord probably. That was kind of risky. And then there's social media too. Those are supposed to be like... I hate timers. I truly hate the chatbot timers. Like, I know what I want it to do, but just the way that it works, it doesn't work that way. Like, just let it be an actual timer. Lurking, going to play a little CV on the SNES. Good luck with that. Thank you for the lurk. I hope Castlevania's going well. But yeah, I wish these chatbot timers were more like, just do it, you know, if I want a 20-minute timer on a thing, just do it every 20 minutes. Don't tie it to something weird. I don't know. I'm just an angry boy. Doo booty buddy badoo. Wee. Hello, where's Pitch? I'm having a really bad time finding Pitch tonight. Hey, here we go. Whee! Whee! Ring! Whee! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. That must be Origins only. Yeah, I guess that's something they did in Origins. Let you be able to take it out instead of having to wait for it to just blow itself up. That was new. Can we get a clip? Let's clip that. There we go. Clip. I've got a button here that clips the last 30 seconds, but if you want to go ahead and do it too, you can. I really need to know. I need to know if the Saturn version has just always sucked, which this is far from sucking, but if it's always been this way, or if come on, Eggman. I just need to know. I need a new Saturn. Someone send me a Saturn that has a disk drive that works. I hate this zone. Do not like Sandopolis. Sandopolis has always felt like busy work to me. Well, okay. Yeep, yop. Yeah, okay. Speaking of broken disk drives, I got an update about my Dreamcast. So they did go ahead and recap it. But I guess while they were inside, walk through walls. I like that. They went ahead and recapped it, but while they were inside, and I should probably go look up, they might have broken it, but I also kind of told them that if the thing didn't work, I didn't care if it was still in there or not. They didn't check to see if the HDMI mod, the DC digital, still worked. But while they got in there, while they were recapping it, they found a broken trace on the Mobo. So who knows why it was broken, but I kind of thought, I know some mods require you to cut traces, so I wonder if that was maybe why that trace was cut, but I just don't remember about the DC digital, so I really don't know. But I told him, I said, I've just been using the Toro box to output VGA to the Tink, so I don't really need the HDMI port anymore anyway. So the Dreamcast is fixed. It outputs fire. My Dreamcast is officially a flamethrower. It outputs audio and audio video. It puts it out. Dude, I'm saying all the kinds of wrong things today. No! I missed it. It outputs audio and video now, so when it comes back, it ought to be good. No! I know that was the big one. Hey, the rings are back. There's definitely something. I feel like there's got to be some kind of discrepancy with the Sadiator. Because the rings were back. Which, if that's the case, in my opinion, that's a waste of a bunch of money. Because, like, if it's that... If it can't deal with loading a little dinky Genesis game... Oh, that was a big ring. I could have had a bunch of 50 rings. It's load. Well, never mind. I was gonna say something, but never mind. I'd be breaking my own rules. Hey, this fight is slower on the original, so that's fun. I'm so used to it sliding. I don't think we're going to finish this fight as supersonic. Yay! Maybe that's what I ought to do. Maybe I ought to get on the Sadiator board or their GitHub and just submit with timestamps these VODs and say, here's all the problems that I have had with Sonic Jam. Is this intended operation from the game or... Well, I guess we're going down then. I keep missing the light switches. Oh no, dude. There we go. No, this isn't what I want. Maybe I shouldn't submit this. Maybe I'll just make a highlight reel of all the problems. And then hope that they don't come to this video and hear me trashing the product. Make a highlight reel, upload it to a completely irrelevant channel that has no Highland Rim Gamer branding on it. Cut out the Highland Rim Gamer branding. Oh no! Down at the bottom, just... Because truth be told, it's doing its job. It has brought my Saturn back to life. come on now. I know, but like, I haven't been the nicest in my commentary here this evening. Oh. Boop. Yeah, I kind of, when I just flipped on over to the other side, I was like, I don't get out of this, do I? And the answer was no. I mean, that's what it is. It's not an alternate Sonic Origins. This is the original Sonic Origins. Well, I just got speed shoes, so enter same problem. Oh, I see. I really don't want to be hypersonic, but I haven't fought this boss for real in a very long time. Your honey behind you in the Discord. Do it, chat. Well, this has been a failed attempt. A vastly failed attempt. I got A1 up. Wait, now the rings are here. They're not at the bottom, but they're up here at the top. Also, I'm pretty sure I got that ring ball without getting the ring ball. Alright, we're gonna lose the shield. We're gonna go hyper. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, I saved it at the end. Good, no one's chatted in YouTube. I wish they would. Come visit me on YouTube, twitch.tv/nottwitch.tv. Actually, wait. I could get banned. Are we allowed to, what are we allowed to do? I don't know what I'm allowed to do. I think I'm allowed to advertise YouTube. I'm just not allowed to put YouTube assets on the screen. I might be getting banned tomorrow. I know I'm allowed to live stream. I need to go read the thing. I forget what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. Dude, if I get banned from Twitch, I am completely retiring from all forms of entertainment. Like, I've already pretty much decided the music industry can go join a pair of shoes that are in the Cumberland River. Hashtag if you know, you know. And I will go work at Walmart being the guy that everybody hates saying, "Can I see your receipt, please?" And then I'll get fired from Walmart for saying, "I know, I agree with you. I think this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen, man. This ain't Sam's Club." And then after that, who knows? Ring! Uh-oh. 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 Oh! How long would I last it? How long would you last it? Like, you're just, are you still just cashier? Like, don't take that the wrong way, but... I mean, I don't know. That was an accident. I would enjoy having, hello? An employee discount there. They got brands that people don't have. I might have said too much, I'm sorry. I'm having a real brain off moment over here. No discounts. Oh, they don't do discounts? Well, that's stupid. Something else. I don't know. If there's something bad going on, I have no idea. I've not been. I don't pay attention to the world at large anymore. That's above my pay grade. Whee! I'm going back for 10 rings. Up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Sorry. Lots of flesh in there, my bad. I made it! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Tails. Tails did something good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Ah, bull crap. I hate you, game. Whee! 6. I think Tails is the one that did the hit. Oop. Oh. Dang it! Hang him! I thought I was gonna hit a Robotnik. Hello? Hello? Do a fan. Oh, yes. Oh, dude. Dude, the fan is like just instantly better. It's going in out of... What? What? What are you... Do not make my enjoyment of fan... as I start to accidentally make it TOS myself. Look, the biggest lie ever told was that you've got to grow up as an adult. And then you get to grow up as an adult and find out that no one got past being a crappy teenager in high school. And that's on all fronts. All the nerds are still nerds. All the children that called me gay for liking NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys are now NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys fans. And, like, it's all a lie. And everyone's still petty. Everyone's still jealous. It's all... Nothing changed. Nothing changed. No one grew up. growing up was the adults that were in the room at the time, who shall be nameless, being hateful. What's the word I'm looking for? Hateful, stuck up. Anyway, they were just angry at us, that's all. And yes, we have known each other since the youngin' days. Oh, I would have liked the fire shield. I would have liked the rings. I could genuinely use a fire shield right now. Ah, poop. I didn't want to activate Supersonic. It wasn't on the bingo card. I think that's the biggest improvement we got out of Mania, was they designed a level that didn't work. They designed a level that didn't work if you activated Super. So they had to move Super off of a button. Ironically, it was in Mania's Lava Reef Zone. Specifically Knuckles' level. I'm gonna go in here just to turn off Super. Man, I think Mania is the biggest shame to me because we're never gonna get another one. I don't think. And yes, I know Superstars came along, but yeah, because like just I thought that was going to be another Starlight Zone. Alright, I've got 120 rings. That ought to get me back down to where I'm going. I think Superstars could have been good. I don't know. I don't know what I think is its biggest problem. I know making the bosses scripted like they were, I know that was a big problem. Yeah. I don't think I particularly cared for its level design. Well, so much for that checkpoint. Okay. I'm here though, so everything ought to be okay. Don't need Super for this fight, so... Like, I I think I would play Superstars again, but I would really rather have something in the vibe of Sonic Mania than Superstars. Not, and let me specify, I don't need another celebratory Sonic game. I have had enough celebratory Sonic games. Generations was that. Even though Forces wasn't branded as that, that's what it was. Mania was that. I don't think Superstars wasn't that, but it just wasn't good. But I need something with Mania vibes that is exactly what you just said. Christian Whitehead and a brand new set of 14 levels. And while they were frustrating, the boy gave us an incredible special stage. I love those special stages. There's a couple of them that are very mean, but I love them. No, dude. DS. B. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I've got 42 lives. Bloop. Ah, it's real enough. Here's you some opinion. I would like the writers for what's the stupid game called? Frontiers. I would like Frontiers' writers to come up with why there's sad face. Alright. This'll do though. Maybe. I said it will do if I can get in the doggone thing. I'm not gonna get it. I am not gonna get my stupid 50 ring count. Stupid video game. There we go. Boo. Jump, Sonic. Why are you just sitting there like a fool? Oh well. I hate it. Now I see what I should have done. Hey, I know. But the number hates you too. I jumped into the fist. That was actually kind of epic. That's the most epic fail that's ever happened in life. Did not like that sound effect. Wait, timeout. J-Nick, I'm gonna have to do this. Because if I don't do that, I will never see any YouTube chats. Now, J-Nick, an hour ago, I bet chat doesn't go back an hour. Show timestamps. 2020, 2041, 1941. We got a lurk. Hey, y'all. Tails. Okay, no, it doesn't. Why didn't it show up in chat? It's not even in my activity feed. What good is this Stream Elements bullcrap if it's not going to Stream Elements bullcrap? Docs, Twitch activity feed. Where is it at? Docs. There it is. All right. We're going to put that in here. All right. Anyway, what I'm complaining about is evidently J-Nick, I'm still calling him J-Nick, Scorch posted some ham hype for reaching a 3-stream streak. Which, you know, shout outs to you, man. I don't know why it hid that. Highlight, mod mentions, font size. Ooh, oh, look at that. That's wonderful for my blind ass. All right. Good job, multi-chat. You failed. Good job, multi-activity feed. You failed as well. What did the fist say? No, you did not. RBY. Hey, what if I just did this? I think I'm funny. Oh, I want to see something. Knuckles? Knuckles? Buddy. Knuckles. 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 Fine. I wanted him to do the thing that he's supposed to do. I'd forgotten about it and saw it on the internet the other day, and it's like, next time I do that, I'm going to see about making him do that. Oh no, I got hit. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ba-da-da-doo. Ba-da. Being very cautious right now. Fire shield, don't have to be quite as cautious. Ugh. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Somewhere I got 8. I'm gonna go in here. No, I'm not. Change my mind. Oh god. Wait. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hooray! Hooray for Supersonic! Super Saiyan Sonic! Don't like that. My dude, that was not a cool move. I would like for shield, please. Shield, please. Dude. Oh well. Don't love that sound effect. Can y'all hear me okay? Because I can't hear me okay. I think I need to rework, and I don't know how to do it because I need to rework my gain staging a little bit. Oops. Supersonic it is. This machine took me a long time to figure out. And it's another call to 1-900 Sega that I made. And that was a waste of money because bro would not tell me how to do it. Like, what do you do in this spot? There's like this thing and it does this. And I can't get past it. I just get in there and time out. Well, we here at Sega think you should figure out how to do it. It's like, I have tried, my dude. I am not figuring it out. And even the first time I got it to work, it just... I didn't pick up on those buttons were turning yellow to red. Oops. Wait. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Howdy, how's it hanging, Highland? It is. We're getting to the end of the game. How are you doing, Skim? Welcome in. Five, 6, 7, 8. Not loving these sound effects, man. Hey, it is. How is your Wednesday going? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. I'm good, just hanging out after dinner and before sleepy time. Nice. How was dinner? Was it... I'm trying to get my sleep. Dude, more power to you, Skim. I've been trying that for the last 20 years. Oh, I jumped right into that. I'm going a way that I don't really go. Burrito bowl, nice. I don't ever go this way, so I'm going to be lost this whole time. Old burrito bowl. Why? Oh yes, give me a water shield next to all the electricity. That's good. Not that that's something that they actually programmed into the game. Just the other way around. Ended up staying awake until 5 a.m. the other... Dude. I get it. That is... It has been my life for... probably the last 20 years. And it's like hardcore revolting right now. It's like some days are normal days and other days are just no. So I get it. What? That truck, yeah. Best I can tell from my own experience, it doesn't get better, but no. Dude, the insta-shield save. Twice. Dude, I am tired of the backwards springs. Gotta ask, what's your favorite? This one? Like, that's zero thought for that one. This one. I might not sound like it right at the moment, but this one. I did not get my rings. Sad face. I'm not gonna get to be supersonic for Egg Robo, am I? Why, video game? Going too fast. Yeah, probably. True friendship. Wasn't meant to happen. Ba 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 da ba 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 da bum. Are we going up? Yeah, we're going up. It is also Radical's favorite. Yeah, I had to bring that clip back. That clip hasn't even had a chance to, what's that called when something first comes off of being cooked and you gotta let it set? I don't think it's settled, but that you haven't even let it. We've all jumped into a fist before. Uh-oh. I will say, we are playing the Sega Saturn Sonic Jam version, and I'm not in love with it. Which, there was a time when I thought this was the way to play it. And that time is no longer. Mod alert. Why are we mod alerting? That's not something to mod alert about. That's me telling the people, come follow me at all the other places. On the TikToks and the YouTubes and the blue skies. I don't need supersonic for this fight. I need it for the next fight. Silly me. Waste of rings. Oh well. 1. 2. Look, we're not gonna talk about going super prematurely in this chat. Because if you go and tell Cass that we've been going super prematurely, she's gonna get mad because that's like well beyond premarital hugs. Oh well, I can do the next ring with 0 rings. The next ring, I can do the next fight with 0 rings, so I'm not worried about it. My apologies, you're right. Yeah. Hurry, 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 hurry. No. Why? No. Oh, I got it. I don't know what hit we're on, though. That's not going to make it. They wouldn't want to anger cast. No. I guess we were on hit 7, because that was hit 8. Alright, here we go. That scared me a little bit. I was like, the game decides not to read and load. The hardest ish on the planet. Yeah. And here's the thing. Now that we're here, I'm reeling. I'm real. I think I've had a stroke. I'm realizing that I've made a grave error in selecting Sonic and Tails. Because this fight is so much harder with Tails trying to be helpful. Also, I've learned a thing that I don't like about the Saturn versions is this little menu. And it's great that they've got a menu to get back out to the menu. And that's what this does. It's great that they've got a menu to restart the game without having to get up and push reset. Because if you push reset, it's just going to load the menu back up. But I can't do my thing that I've been doing since I was 4 years old, where I would pause the game, hold the button that I needed to hold to not die, and unpause, and be perfectly fine. Although in this case, I'm not going to die. I'm just going to spin dash away too early. Oh, wait, I got an idea. What if I do this? Workarounds, baby. Anyway, my point still stands. I believe in you. Thank yous for the belief. All right, here we go. Do I screw myself or do I get screwed by Tails? 1, 2. I screw myself. Now, in direct opposition to the conversation that the rant that I just had about having Tails with me, something that would be nice to have from Origins is Tails Assist. Because I could just tell Tails, hey, carry me for a second and not get hit by a laser beam. Today, my timing must be perfect. Good news, I've got 41 lives to do it with. 1, 2. Nope. Dude. Wonder if I could duck. I think that beam is too close to the ground to duck. Sonic Origins has spoiled me. My goodness. I'm joking because Saturn doesn't have net play, but quick, does anyone want to net play and be 2-player and help me with Tails? Okay, so the shield's not even going to last long enough to help me, because I had the shield on in the middle of that beam and it just... Alright, I'm going to have to figure this timing out. It has been a long time since I've done this the proper way. 1, 2. Wouldn't be much help. Man, all you gotta do is hold up and fly. Just... I want to go set a spell. I went to go set a spell. Glad you didn't miss much. Yeah, you haven't missed much. I've been stuck. I don't think... Okay, maybe ducking is the answer. But if he comes down in mid-shot, I'm screwed. Like that. Oh. To hop it at exactly the right moment. Yeah. Well, I mean, the first duck worked. But it's like I said, you kind of got to pay attention because if he's coming down, you ain't going to make it. I knew I wasn't going to make that, actually. I thought you are too late to be playing that game. I almost didn't do it again. Bye, Tails. Literal years to figure. Yeah, it might take me a few times on this because I don't have it yet. Alright, gotta do that. That might be what I used to do, actually. Tails, you... Heh. I said that light enough. It's for me, it's as soon as the blue disappears. Yeah. You mean like the blue particle effect? I see. Might try that. Get him, Tails. How about that? It's almost like the developers intended you to do it that way. It's almost like it's a tell. Tails! There's one thing I will never fail you at, it's knowledge of this game and Link's Awakening. Eight more hits. 1, 2. Oh god. 3. 4. 5, 6. 7. No. 8. 8. Alright. Ba. I remember the first time I randomly decided to go play Death Egg after I got all the emeralds too. This was a mind blow. I was like, wait, there's more? What? I've been playing this game for a year, there hasn't been more, and now magically there's more. Big. Come on, let's go. Well, that's good enough. Alright, let's go. Get me up here. He keeps shooting me right in the face. There we go. One. 2. Nope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happened there? I'm gonna die. 7. Alright, come on. No, this ain't gonna happen. It's the first time that's happened in a very long time. Yeah, because that hit can knock you off of that platform. Ask me why I know. Alright, I'm just gonna stay back here, collect my rings. Because evidently I suck. Jesus. No. For some reason, I thought you could, like, smash the speed button and, like, get past this part really fast, but maybe I just got hit by rocks and missiles too much. Alright. Shoot them things out here now. Missed. 1. Come on now. 2, 3, 4, 5, and bullshit. 6, 7, 8. All right. This is zone 14 space. You can't. You just have to be good at the video game first. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've always said, that start stream but huge. That start stream button is just, it's a direct path to the suck button inside of your head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello? 7. I have evidently 8. One day I'm gonna jump on stream and you can spend X hours throwing endless shade at me. I expect nothing less. You should stream, my dude. You should do that. Like, I saw you the one day that you streamed. I saw a little bit of it when you were with your I can't remember their name, your friend. But the day you streamed with me, you were great at it. Socks, yeah, socks. But yeah, the day you did it with me, I was like, dude, bro is an entertainer. Bro is better at this than I am. Friends and neighbors. We have completed, for all intents and purposes, Sonic Jam. I was in the press for a reason. Never lost it. Maybe someday. Woohoo! Oh God, excuse me. The music hiccups there. There's definitely... I'm glad I have the Sadiator and that... Twitch alert incoming. Watch it not work. Get your hiney in the behindy. I can't even read my own thing. Get your hiney in the behindy. Get your hiney behind. Get your hiney. Brain off. Get your hiney behindy into the Discord. We've reached our sub goal. One alert worked. I have 1 of 1 subs for sub goal. Thank you, everyone. Where's the other alert? Tongue twister for sure. It wasn't to type it out. By the way, Radical, thank you for the sub. Resubscribe for 6 months at tier 1. Thank you for the 6 months worth of subs there, good sir. And there goes the GGs. Thank you, Radical, for the GGs. Just in time for the end of the credits. That was fun. There we go. Good job. Thank you, Skim. I got a GG and a GJ. Sega! I'm going to leave that alone. Why did you resub to your friend of 25 years? For the emote spam. I gotta say, man, even with the maybe the Sadiator having some hiccups with it, and even though I've discovered that Sonic Jam is not my way to play the Sonic trilogy anymore, I gotta say, I have enjoyed doing this. I have enjoyed doing the old Sonic trilogy run once again. Truly it is very fun. To play Sonic. I don't know. I don't think I have any desire to do all the little challenges in Sonic World. I did that once as a kid, and probably as an adult, they're a lot easier. But some of them get to be not fun. Best that I can remember anyway. And the reward to me, I always, that was the biggest cheat to me, is like, and I know, and like, it's just something that they slap together to have on the disc, I'm sure, because actually Sonic World in general is the gift. Because it's got all, like, I mean, here, I can go in here and show, like, have you ever looked in Sonic Jam before? Clear, yay. You have not, okay, well, okay, let's exit game here. I will dip in. Sonic World is the reward. Very limited experience with 2D Sonic, okay. So, yeah. Sonic World is your reward for buying the game, because like all the content is just unlocked. It's just this little 3D kind of thing, and like the main thing that you've got is this little thing here, and it gives you these challenges. 20 ring, go get 20 rings. So like if you want to do the 20 ring challenge, you just, once you step off this platform, boom, go get 20 rings. And then when you get 20 rings, you run back to the platform. So just a bunch of little time attack challenges. So I got my 20 rings. It made its little boodle-da-dee-ding. So I run back. And I don't think I'm going to beat my time, but 2093. So yeah, I beat my time. So anyway, when you do that, when you do the 20 rings, then it unlocks 3 red points, which is the checkpoint thing that I just ran past. Go touch 3 of those, run back. That unlocks 50 rings. Go do 50 rings and run back. I don't know if you heard the tail sound. Tails is in here, and you can use tails to kind of fly around. Go touch tails and then run back. 5 blue points. There's 5 checkpoints around that are blue. You go touch the 5 ones, come back. 7 secret cards. I'm not going to go do it because I don't know where they're all at, but there's secret cards in here that are basically... See, there's one there. It's basically a Sonic 3 monitor. You come up to it and you press... Maybe I got... Come on now. There. Code 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Act Select, Options. You go to Options, you Act Select. It's telling you the cheat code for Act Select. So it gives you the sound test that you got to go in and do in Sonic 2. And then you push Start. Goes back out the title. Select one player, hold A and Start. And that brings up the level select. So there's 7 of these, evidently. I didn't remember the number, but there's 7 of these that's got like little cheat codes for all 3 games. And then once you finish all the challenges on this, like it's cool. It's very cool. Like, and since we're talking about it, I will get to the thing that I felt cheated by. This was my entire personality. And I will tell you why I was disappointed as a kid. So once you finish all the little checkpoints, and I'll go look at the buildings that you're seeing, that's the real content here. And I will get to that. But once you do all those challenges, over here, by the way, spoilers. Not big spoilers, but spoilers. Over here by this waterfall, I forget exactly where. I think it's right here at this spring, though. If I can get on it. On this spring, in the air, a big gold ring forms, and you go through the big gold rings, and it runs Sonic Jam's credits. So, the challenges are fun. I would recommend go do it just for the fun of it, but, you know, you're not going to get rewarded for it. But that is because, like I said, Sonic World is just your reward for buying the game, aside from buying it for the things, because of these buildings here. So if I walk up to this door, Character House, we push the button, and it's doing this little loading thing. You go in, and if the screen kind of gets wacky, it's because it's a Saturn, and Saturns output multiple resolutions. But anyway, you come in here, you do Sonic, and you get trivia in here. You know, Sonic's 16. Evidently, Sonic was 16 in 1996. Can't exceed. You get all this stuff, and you push the button, and then you get like these little. I'll go slower. You get all these cool drawings, just like concept art. Is this also where it says Knuckles likes? It might. Let's find out. Knuckles can dig holes and climb cliffs with his spiked knuckles. He also has the ability to glide through the air. Weak point, girls. He's a shy guy. Likes fruit, digging holes. Strong sunshine he dislikes. It's just like me. I think they've since abandoned that character point for Knuckles. They've just made him dumb brute now. It's under friends. Oh, so concept art of the animal friends, I guess. And their names. The origins of Pocky and Rocky. Not really. Not really. So, you saw a building probably with headphones over here. That's the sound test. The sound museum. The music shop. Is that what I said? I didn't see that. Oh no. So this is just literally maybe. Yeah, this is just the sound. This is all the sound test stuff. Actually, now that we're in here, let's see. There's no reason for me to believe. Radical, you probably know what I'm looking. Oh my god, it's for real. You probably know what I'm looking for. Let's see. 1 2 0 1 0. Let's see. 1 stop. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 A D E F 10. Nope. All right. I believe that it's going to be here. I have faith. So, yep. So, Skim, some trivia. Sonic 2 was going to be a much bigger game than it was. And there's this whole community that was and is around Sonic 2 hacking. And this, I'm getting there. Yeah, also. Oh, like I said, this is the reason you buy Sonic Jam. For me now. Oh yeah, but there was this whole community around Sonic 2 and this beta that this dude named Simon, I don't know how much you know about all this, but Simon Y found this beta copy somewhere of Sonic 2, and it had these levels that were in magazines at the time when they were promoting Sonic 2, but they never made it into the game. They were in this beta copy, and the beta copy is real. There's this level that kind of captivated everyone because it was the most complete, for one. Definitely captivated Radical. And the Game FAQ's message board that was talking about all of this crap that we're talking about right now is how Radical and I met 9,000 years ago. Is this the video? Is this the one that just came out a couple years ago? If that, that's a good video. So, this is... Everyone pretty much figures that this is the level music for that level because this isn't used anywhere else in Sonic 2. And that's why I was looking for it. This is the watch that was our... Yeah. So... Yeah. So, that's why I went looking for this. Just... a whole lot of history with this song. That's not just the song. I want to see what's in the Sonic Jam. Sonic World. That's got to be the credits music. I don't know where any of these songs play in this game. Yeah, I'll check it out. Like everything this video shows, we spent... Yeah, oh, yeah. This to me... The movie theater, this is where... How do I explain this? I wrote a 26-page research paper on cut content in Sonic in high school. He did. I remember that. The movie theater to me is kind of where it did not get me set down the path of researching this stuff, but it set me up to have an oh holy shit moment later. So... Sonic CD's not in this collection, but the opening and ending are here for Sonic CD. And I came up when Sonic CD was new, and we had the US soundtrack, and no one knew better. No one had any idea. So, it opens up as a da ba da ba ba da ba. If you die, Sonic boom, Sonic boom, Sonic boom. That's what we got. And by the way, I love that opening. I still love that opening today, but it had the animation to it and it was so cool, that opening animation, Sonic CD. And then I thought that's what I was going to get to watch in the Sonic CD opening here, and then you click it, and... Come on, Sadiator. Yeah. I open it and I get, I don't know what the real name of the song is, but I get Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, which is the Japanese opening. English teacher expected me to be all political and leftist. When I said Sonic, she was like, so I'll allow it. Impressed me. Best paper she ever read from a high school student. Hey! Huge. But so, yeah, this opening being different, and then the ending was different too, obviously, because it's doing the Japanese stuff. The Japanese songs. So later, after finding that thread on Game FAQs and getting in this whole deep rabbit hole, that's when I found out there was a Japanese soundtrack. And yeah, I've had a ride with the Sonic community. Me and Radical together. I wrote a similar length paper on Cowboy Bebop when I was in college. Tell us about that. Because Bebop, I don't mean to oversell it, but like Bebop is one of those once in a lifetime kind of, and I think I would go far enough to say masterpiece. It's just one of those things, man. Like, you could write all kinds of stuff on it. It's a paper on gender and sexuality portrayals in Bebop. Interesting. Bebop is also, like, for anime, for me, I'm not like a hardcore sub or dub person. I watch the one that I can tolerate the most, which means like Dragon Ball, unless it's later stuff like post GT dub, I almost will not watch the dub just because they weren't good. Like, kudos to all those guys. Like, all those guys can act very well now, but it just wasn't great when they were first doing Frieza. But Bebop, man, Bebop was a prime example in the 90s when dubs were kind of shaky. It was a prime example in the 90s and 2000s of, hey, this can still be a good product in the West in English. Talked about masculinity as depicted by westerns and noirs. The concept of the concept, like an insect. Concept of femme fatale. It's a nice, but I will show one thing. I won't show. Let's see. I wish I still had that dang paper, man. That's cool. I'm going to show this one thing. Not to derail our paper conversation. I just looked at it and squirrel. Not squirrel from chat, but way I would go back to it and look at that video nowadays. Yeah, no kidding. I forget which one of the animations it is that Sega put out. I think it was one of the Sonic Mania animations. But there is... It's the one where Amy goes up to Eggman's base. And Eggman comes out in his pajamas. This thing is evidently... Do you still have your paper from College Skim? This thing is evidently a toy animation like demo of them practicing how to draw like Looney Tunes. And it might have not been Toei animation. I might have it wrong. Might have to dig for it on an old computer. I'd have to dig for it. Anyway, these are the pajamas that Eggman's wearing in that Mania video, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong now. I read that somewhere that's what that was. I'm not gonna say that that's 110% what it was because I don't remember, and it's been a long time since I went and looked it up. But so yeah, that to me, this building just in it, and it's got Japanese commercials on here too for the games. This building on its own was reward enough for me. Now back to y'all's papers. I'm sorry. What's in here? I forgot what's in here. Oh, this is... I'm not gonna go through this, but this is this is a neat read for at the time. Let's see. Just make sure you get one with a disk drive that works. I'm assuming y'all are up to speed on the Sonic Unleashed compilation project. I know it exists. I have it on my computer and it looks beautiful. I don't know that I'm up on anything big that might be happening like in the moment. Let's see, where are the... Like I'm not up on it. I know it's there and make Saturn play on the smart. I just really wanted to talk about the fact that Sonic fans created an entire Xbox 360 recomp tool. So yeah, I know all of that, and I look forward to the day that someone because that tool can be used for all 360 games as I understand it, and I really want them to make a port of not Fable, Blue Dragon. I don't know about Lost Odyssey. I just know about Blue Dragon. Like, I've got it over there on the shelf. I have had it over there on the shelf since it came out. I haven't played it. I need to play it. I need to buy a retro tank to make Saturn play on this smart TV, huh? I don't know what the 5X can do. The RetroTink 4K, which that's the one we talked about, it's got the thing where, 16.9. It's got the thing where if I go in here to its menu, it does the de-interlacing. Let's see, what mode are we in? Let me turn off my face here. Say goodbye to me. There we go. Okay, so we're in 240p mode right now. If I exit, you'll see that 240p where it says mode to 480i. Like almost all the menus are in 480i. And for this game, you don't really need it, but what it has, if I go over here to HDMI out, and like the games are in 240p, which that's great because that's what these games originally were in. So that's great. So this has got it on triple buffer and it's working fine. But as I understand it, what you want it to be at is... Come back. Not that one. Frame. You want it to be on frame lock for sync on these consoles that do this. And like I said, for this game, it's not a big deal at all. Okay, frame lock didn't work. This is what it does, though. This is what these consoles do when there's a resolution change. They blank out like that. So I'm going to put this back on triple buffer, I guess. Maybe that's the thing that you want. Maybe it's triple buffer what you want. Not that. There. I guess this is the setting. It keeps it from blanking out when the resolution changes. So in this game, that's not important. Chrono Cross does it on PlayStation. It's not important for Chrono Cross because it's just an RPG and menus. But games like Resident Evil, which I don't play that game, but games like that, you know, you come out of the menu and you've got to wait for your TV to reconnect and a zombie's eating your face off. So, yes, the RetroTink is what you need, but the 5X might also do that, but I don't know. Now, let me catch up on chat from talking so much. Blue Dragon Lost Odyssey, we're retired in a sense, but we used to be. Yeah, that's accurate. I'm in and out of hardcore retirement. Like, I come back a little bit and then I leave, and depression's a hell of a drug. Lost Odyssey was an Xbox exclusive JRPG directed by Hironobu. Okay. With an original soundtrack by Nobuo Uematsu. Okay, so it's essentially... Bruh. Where's my Google Chrome? Price charting. Lost Odyssey. Do I know how to spell? Yes. Lost Odyssey. CIB $25. I can afford that. Now. Skim. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you get some kind of points for pointing me in the direction of that kind of a RPG. Still trying to make Cast play Fantasian. Lost Odyssey walked, so Fantasian would run. Interesting to know. Streaming on original hardware, that's games. Yes, I got sent down a rabbit hole circa 2015 or 16 because it bothered me. I got to where I could game on LCDs on game mode, but it still bothered me that like I missed jumps a lot. Like the games just never felt good on modern TVs, and found out it's because modern TVs just can't handle those old consoles. And you know, I had a Frame Meister for a very long time, and it's just playing games on the hardware that they're meant to be played on. Just, especially if you've got a way to get all the latency down, it just feels good, man. It feels good to me. I am what Radical said. I am that kind of a sicko. Been meaning to play Fantasian since it released. Genuinely one of my favorite RPGs of the past 5 years. Play it, do it, don't wait. I think you're talking about Fantasian. If I'd have known you didn't have it, I'd have given you my copy when I got rid of my Xbox. Oh well, RIP. No worries, pal. Happy to nerd about stuff. Dude, I am nerd. I haven't been the most consistent nerd in the last definitely 4 years, 5 or 6 years though. Been wanting to pick up a CRT for a while, but I'm really only looking for a handful of models. So funny thing, that after kind of departing the I'm not out of the retro scene, but I'm kind of priced out from buying games because it's just kind of ridiculous right now. But I also kind of like 80% abandoned the hobby and the scene. But that's why I think maybe I said depression's a hell of a drug. Maybe I'm coming off of it a little bit. My most recent wild hair purchase is a CRT. And that's what I've been gaming off of right now. Because I'm also a nerd that has a SCART switcher that has two outputs, one going to the upscaler and one going to this TV. It's like I said the other day in Cass's chat, I think, or someone's chat. I'm that dude from that commercial in the 2000s. How do I afford all this stuff? I've been dead up to my eyeballs. That's not something to be happy about. But I've been enjoying it. Like, it's been interesting to nerding as an dude. It's so awful. I can't wait. I don't know if we have to wait for Gen Z to do it. But I know we've got to wait on Gen X and the millennials, my crew. We've got to wait for us all to get aged out of collecting, like to the 50s, to where it's like, do I really need all this stuff? No, and they all start selling it off. And then maybe everything can come back down to normal prices. Or closer to. And the reason I paused there is I thought, what if I age out of it? Then it won't matter. But I feel like at some point this is going to have to correct. Let's see. Pandemic curb stomped collecting in general. Pokemon cards make me cry. I've almost given up on collecting games. I just use flashcards or soft mod original hardware to run. I do a lot of flashcards. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Want to be 5, but dear God, like the guy's been through hell, but I can't. I don't want to swing that much for an EverDrive right now for a console that I don't know a lot of, but I've got four EverDrives. NES, Super Nintendo, 64, and Genesis. And then GameCube has been soft modded, and now the Saturn has 2. And I'm waiting on a Dreamcast to come back. I use a lot of carts. The reason I used EverDrives originally is not so much because stuff was so expensive. It was still expensive, but not like it is now. But it was more for preservation. Excuse me. It was more for preservation of saves. But yeah, I would like to use carts, but getting saves off of them and then back on them if you replace the battery is just kind of a lot of effort. And with flash carts, it's just easy to load translations and stuff on it. You don't have to go through a bunch of stuff. So I game off of flash carts a lot here lately. Speculative markets, just like Beanie Babies. Yep, retro games will one day be cheap again. Yeah, I believe that. Can't even finally buy one of those newfangled emulation handhelds. I've got both an EverDrive for GB and G. I've got those too, so I guess I've got 7 EverDrives. My bad. Analog Pocket is my way to go as Game Boy nerd because, like, you can play your cartridges, and also here's the Wonder Swan. The Pocket is low-key an incredible device. Because you can run the cartridges on it, but it can also function as a flash cartridge. Yeah, it does not play nice with the EverDrives. I had to rebuy a Game Boy EverDrive to get it to work because I had one of the old models of the Game Boy EverDrive and it just didn't. It just did not go with the Pocket. And then, save states don't really work with them. It's unfortunate, but see, I'm like I want to be like you, Radical, but I'm like Skim. I'm gonna BRB right quick. Oh, let's see. At this point, I might. Hi, where have you been? Have you been sleeping all night? This cat stream officially. What you been doing, kitty? Hi. What are you doing? Kitty. Skim, let me introduce you to my cat. This is Foxy. Foxy says goodbye. But this is the cat that all the emotes are based on. Is equally cute and elusive. I respect it. She's been doing this thing. She comes up and she gets in front of the CRT. I've only had this CRT active for like 3 days, and she gets in front of it while I'm gaming. I'm like, she's finally figured out how to stop me from gaming so that I'll pet her. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. At that point, I might as well go for broke and fully emulate on an Android-based device. I get that. Like, the Mr. stuff is... If someone can make a cheap, affordable Mr. console or whatever you'd want to call it, that would be... That then you could also HDMI out to the TV like the Pocket, so that makes it not be cheap, I guess. But... I don't know what I'm saying. The Ein 4 is tempting. I don't know what this is, but DS on 2, it sounds neat. Can it output the TV? I'm all about the TV. Kitty. Bye, kitty. She's like, can you just not make up your mind? Nintendo gonna release the DS on Nintendo Switch Online and make you pay $99 DS plastic shell. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be Switch 2 exclusive. Yeah. Find cheap. Iron Thor can output the TV. Yes. Interesting. I'm gonna open a tab for later. Okay. Kitty. I don't think she wants petted. I think she just wants to be in the area. What was I saying? I forgot. It's all gone. The cat showed up and I had a cuteness overload and now it's all gone. The Superstation. FPGA console that looks similar to PS1, slim. I mean, obviously $200 is not cheap. But also in comparison to some of the other retro tech that's out here, like the G-SCART and the G-Comp, which those aren't devices to play games on, but, you know, we're talking about new retro tech. Like, $200 is cheap. I'll just open a tab and look at that too. Even still, though, even using a flash card or, you know, an ODE, I love being on the original console. Cheaper than the DE10 Nano. Right. I think my thing with the clone like the FPGA stuff is having, I say this having bought my fair share of analog products, and analog is the reason why I'm saying why I have this stance too, but analog makes a fantastic product, or at least did. I know people have some misgivings about the Duo. But analog makes a great product, but like they're just not reliable and they're pricey. Whereas if you can take $200 and put on something like you're saying that can play a whole bunch of stuff, and you can get a disc drive to add on to it, which I realize that's going to be extra money, but like I need to go look at it for myself, but that, at least on paper, sounds like a way better deal than what analogs, you know. It just sounds like a better deal to me. And I know they're supposed to be like a boutique product or whatever you want to call it, like a high-end thing, but neat. Also, I'm in ad jail. Oh. I'm sorry. Ad break. Is it over? Is my screen telling me the truth that the ad break is over? Oh, I see. I'll still go look at it. That's an interesting sounding product to me. I want to see what Analog's doing with the 3D. The 64 one that they're making. Because they make it sound like it's going to be nothing short of a miracle. And maybe with the FPGA technology, there's stuff that they can do to make it. How do I phrase it? The damn thing needs to come out. You ain't wrong. You ain't lying with that. I know, but like with the FPGA technology, they can probably put in an option in it to grew up on 6th gen, so aside from Ocarina, I have very little nostalgia for the 64. Yeah, I can't deny that. In that generation, Sony definitely won that. Like, 64 has all of its first party stuff, and then once you get beyond that, it's kind of like there's stuff on their third party that's good, but Sony definitely had the content. And even for me, like Mario 64 and Zelda 64 are kind of, that's kind of it for me. But I don't go that far. I'm just not a handheld guy. I want to be a handheld guy, but I'm just not. So, like, for me, the way to play Ocarina at this point is the Ship of Harkinian port, the PC port, because it just lets you play the way that you want to play. Like if you're used to hearing or playing under like 1.1 or 1.2 and the glitches and all that goes along with that, you can activate that, or you can reinstate all the 1.0 glitches. It's got randomizer built into it. For me, that's the way to play. And I don't like the 3DS. It's not really the 3DS assets, but you can go get texture packs for it and play kind of HD. But that to me is the way to play Ocarina for me. That said, if Nintendo ever put out an Ocarina of Time HD that was a Switch port of the 3DS game, that might be my way to play. I had like 40 N64 games that I regularly played. Gave them all away like a scrub. Like a tool. So what did you have? I know you and I have talked about Ocarina at length, Radical. I assume you had Mario 64. I know you had Kirby. And I assume Banjo-Kazooie and Diddy Kong Racing you've got in there, but that's 5. Yeah, I'm so not into it, and I don't know how to get back into the community. Name all 40 games, Radical. I don't know how to get back into it, but the retro community, man, is just kind of nuts in what all they do. Like, just forcing this stuff hardcore to work in modern times. But Harkinian, man, those guys are doing some work, because they've ported Ocarina and Majora's Mask, Star Fox 64, and they just put out Mario Kart 64. Like, they're doing some work. It's absolutely preserving history. I'm all about it. Like, I know the Nintendo leak was bad, but that's where all this stuff kind of came from, and even if the leak is bad, it's brought some good things that I don't think would ever come to see the light of day. All right, new sub goal. 5 subs. Let's see. In order of acquisition. I missed that. Nintendo makes it so hard for me to support them sometimes. I think this is the longest I've gone without buying a new Nintendo console. I wish I could say that. I really don't like... How do I phrase this? I don't mind giving Nintendo an extra $20 for a Switch 2 patch for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey, any of those things. I don't mind giving Nintendo an extra $20-ish for that, because someone had to work. Like with Breath of the Wild, someone had to work at getting that game to run at 120 frames. That took work. I don't mind giving Nintendo the money that they're deserved for a game like Mario Kart World. But in the ethos of all of things Mario Kart, that is not a $70 Mario Kart. And at the same time, I'm on your team. I think we're all incredibly lucky that games don't cost $160. And that's regardless of being on physical media. Like, look at the credits. Go look at the credits of your favorite major game from the last decade. That's a lot of people you gotta pay. So, yeah, I'm definitely of the thing, like, I don't think the price hike is completely unjustified. But there's a lot of anti-consumer stuff that they're doing that I don't like. That's also in that vein. It's like it's this thing where it's this gray area where it's like I don't necessarily think this is wrong, but also some of this other stuff in this same conversation is one of the few things that have been largely unaffected by inflation, while the cost. Just want to see Nintendo games actually go on. Yeah, I would like that too, but I mean, they understand that what their games are worth, so I get why they don't. With regards to game prices, like technically, you said since 1995, but if you really look at like from the Xbox PS2 era, games were $49.99 through there, after ranging wildly in price from that all the way up to like $69, $79.99. So if anything, game prices came down in the 2000s. So yeah. Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart 64, Kirby 64, Ocarina and Majora, Bomberman 64, Bomberman Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Mischief Makers Mega Man 64 / Legends, Extreme G, Star Fox 64, Yoshi's Story, Paper Mario, Pokemon Snap, Stadium, DK64. I left out DK64. Shame on me. Chameleon Twist, Mario Party 1 and 2, Smash Bros. Maybe not 40, but damn it. The Mad Lad did it. That collection is worth no kidding. Like Diddy Kong, Mario 64, Ocarina, and Majora all on their own are stacks. Get your hiney behindy into the Discord. And when the stupid 3D comes out, I'm gonna rebuy all of those stupid cartridges. My man. And this time I will not let it go. Give them to your cousin. No. Hope my cousin never calls again. I've done mostly the same. I don't have... I think the only thing that I've got from my original collection is my copy of Secret of Mana. The SP, that might have been a mistake. Those things are legit. It's a shame they couldn't get the 101s, excuse me, to work without ghosting, but those Game Boys were great. I did buy your Genesis collection. Now name all your Sega Genesis games you sold to Highland. I know you didn't ask me, but I'm looking because I could verify. Collect. Oh, you collect Game Boys. I have an old DMG over there that I don't think it runs on battery. I don't know. I think the battery adapter still works though. Love keeping a stock Game Boy Pocket with Ted. Man, that's actually super slick. I'd like to take this DMG and just open it up and do the mods. Put the backlight in it. And then a USB chargeable battery. Yeah, that's it. I'd like to do that. Feel that. The Aladdin? Oh, is my Aladdin your Aladdin? Forgot all about that. Animania, Animaniacs. You coward. You coward. Radical, you coward. Type it. Type it. I actually don't think that's on the words to be banned with anymore. I don't think it bans you. I think it just times you out. But if you're in mod view, you might be right. Soldering is a concern for me. I wish it weren't. But it's one of those things, like, I don't want to break my stuff on accident. If I could find a cheap thing that I could do that wouldn't hurt if I broke it, and I could just work on fixing it, you know, just enough to get the, like, okay, I can do this, and then move into something a little less gnarly, a little more gnarly, I guess. Right. Well, like, my thing, like, so here's some mods that I would love to do. I would like, on my Super Nintendo, I would like to get something like the RGB bypass circuit to get a little bit of a better picture out of it, because and then I'd also like to recap it, because I think just looking at it, it's probably getting close to time to needing to be recapped. And then what's the other deal? Maybe the RGB circuit does it, but the thing that gets the bars out of screens like the Final Fantasy III title screen, that I'd like to do that to it. But here's the thing about my Super Nintendo. It is one of the few things remaining from my childhood here that's not like a rebuy. It is our Super Nintendo. And I don't know that it's a launch model, but it's an early Super Nintendo. See, so he's an old man. Did I complete your copy of Trouble? Did I not do that on stream? I'm pretty sure I thought I beat that game on stream. Maybe I didn't. I also never mod fully functional original hardware. Well, now that's a thought. Buy broken stuff and then fix it. He does. I had a... it doesn't work right now. I've got an NES that's got the high def mod from years ago that he did for me. He's done a couple other things. I think I got him to install the Ultra HDMI into my N64. I remember you finding out about that, Radical. I'm talking about game. Oh, you mean... I see what you mean by completing. No, Troubleshooters never got complete. Aladdin... And I think that first thing over there where Genesis starts... Right here. I think that first thing is a dinosaur's tail. See, I've got your Gunstar Heroes, right? It got a box, finally. Quackshot got a box. I got a box for Lion King, but I'm not seeing it over there, so maybe... Maybe Lion King's not with us anymore. I don't remember which Streets of Rage you sent me, but it's got a box, and Mickey's got a box. Okay. Talked about... I'm trying to... Wouldn't mod any of my childhood stuff, TBH. If I knew I could do it, I would mod the Super Nintendo with the RGB thing. And I would recap it so I could keep using it, but that would be about it. Nothing that would need to cut on it, you know. Well, I have doubles, triples... I should. I kind of look at whenever the Super Nintendo, because eventually those chips are going to corrupt, right? So I do have a Super NT ready to go for the day when it doesn't work anymore. That's fair. Recap is maintenance. My Gunstar, okay. Sega Channel is how you play Gunstar, and Streets of Rage 2 was the one. Okay. I bought 2 to 3 2DS XLs when Nintendo... Man, let me tell you something. When I was at the depth of my collecting, I had a bunch of 3DSs. I didn't have my original 3DS. I had sold it to a guy I was in a band with, and he gave it to his daughter as like a Christmas or birthday present. So I don't have my original, and it was like launch model, the teal kind of thing. I didn't have it anymore, but I had the 3DS XL, the original blue one, and then I bought the new 3DS XL. Both of those I've still got. But then I went nuts. I wound up with... I had the Super Nintendo 3DS, and I think... I've still got my orange creamsicle 2DS XL. I had a bunch of 3DSs. Now I've just got... Man, those were so cool, and we didn't get any of the plates. Japan got all the fun stuff on that one. Back when 3DS stuff was cheap, I imported quite a few goodies from Japan. Yeah. I don't blame you on that one. Did I ever finally get? I did. The one Japanese 3DS thing that I have that I wish they would have done here is I've got Ace Attorney 5 from Japan. And well, I do like the series. I like the series, and eventually I will play Ace Attorney 5. I just don't know when. And it probably won't be on 3DS at this point. But the thing Japan did with that I always thought was cool with 3DS games, and you can see it. It's right there. That little black spine right above where you saw Foxy's head pop up for a second. That black spine there is Ace Attorney 5. Japan made their mature rated 3DS games black. And they look so cool. Let's see. Terrible person for not buying all those freaking 3DS Classics collections. Yeah. I've got the Ambassador Edition cover plates on my 3DS. Casually rocking one of the rarest cover plate sets on my... Nice. Yeah, now they're free if you sail the seas. What? Oh, I get it. Have a modded Japanese 3DS and a newish one, my old 3DS XL. Had a busted R button, so I sold it to... Yeah, he did. Listen. No. I'm sorry. That was stupid. Trust me, I do, but I want them. Know what I mean? Yep. It's been 20 minutes. Social media. It's not my go-to, but if there's literally no other way to get something, I sail. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I didn't... Excuse me, I didn't even think about that. That's definitely a situation where I'm like, y'all are kind of driving us to do that. You realize that, right? Like, there's no way to get those games legitimately without buying a 3DS that has it preloaded onto it. Should have bought up all that crap on 3DS. That nose just killing you, isn't it? That little nose just killing you. I opened up a bag of beef jerky, and instantly here she came. She just looked back at me like, you are not okay, sir. That was not cool. Kitty. She's leaving. She's going back to her bed. Bye, kitty. Spend way too much when they were closing. Plenty of 3. Yeah. Double dipped on Gunstar Heroes and Streets of Rage 2. Kirby Robobot. Sony side of things, if you want to buy something, well, that's true. And Sony actually would have a legitimate reason, I would think, to close their shops and be free of that server space being taken up because, you know, they're running their online services. Playing Kirby Robobot like 6 months before the US and knowing it was a 10 out of 10 game long before my peers' peak press days for old Jonathan. Yeah, I remember those days. I think to me, the thing, if Nintendo, I don't know. Is the PSP? I see. Well, Sony. Sony and I no longer share in the exchange of capitalistic dollars. Yeah, so HRG and Sony are not pals. Yeah, but in spite of that, I will sit here and say that I agree with you, like, slowly moving over to PC. Dude, I mean, that's me. In spite of my disagreements with Sony, you are right. Like, the fact that the stuff is still there for you to buy, even if you've got to do a weird roundabout dance, that's better than Nintendo's doing. Sony pissed on HRG and laughed. Sony pushed HRG off a cliff and threw a basket of We need an animator for this channel to animate these. Playing on PS since 2000. I mean, that's kind of... Alright, I'm calling up John Sony and demanding apology. I don't know who that is. If you can... Like, it's too late, but if you could get me my account back, that would be incredible. Yeah, oh no. Purchases dating back to the PS3. Poof, gone. We're sorry. Sorry, we're sorry, not sorry. Yeah. If I lost my account, I would... So I about did. Like... If it wouldn't have been seen as an act of aggression, I would have liked to have done with my PS5 like the old timers did with their credit cards when their credit card companies did them dirty and they just cut them up and sent them back. Take a sledgehammer to the PS5 and mail it to Sony. Said thank you very much, goodbye. I have to assume... I know someone got into my account because they sent me a notification that there was a suspicious login. And when I went to go take care of it, because I guess I assumed wrong that suspicious login meant that they locked my account down. When I went in to change my password, it wouldn't let me change my password. And if I did forget my password, it put me into this loop of trying to forgetting my password. And it just wouldn't work. So I called their helpline and they said, yeah, sure, we'll get your account back on. And then after being on hold, I'm sorry, we can't give you your account back. I said, "You're gonna give me my account back? Like, what's the deal?" I'm sorry, sir, we can't give you your account back. If you need help with anything else, feel free to call us back, but we can't give your account back. Click. So I called back. I did not do the mentally healthy thing of waiting to cool off. I called back hot. And I told the person, I went full Karen. I told the new person, I said, you have an opportunity here to fix this. And I'm going to say this because I want it on the recording when I don't bring my account back. I want it on the recording for whoever's higher up that doesn't care because millions of other people buy Sony products. I want you to know that if you don't make this right, I will not buy another Sony product. PlayStation, games, TVs, CD players, all this stuff that I believe in Sony for because Sony's kind of incredible when it comes to electronics. I will never buy any Sony product ever. And then I explained my plight. They put me on hold. I'm sorry, sir, we can't give you your account back. If you need help with something else, please call back. But I can't. I said, you, and click. So, no more Sony for me. What else could you possibly need help with? Breaking my PlayStation and sending it to him. No. Yeah, Uh-oh. The satiator gave up. Yeah, we're hard locked. Oh, that's fun. The is bricked by the software update after. Oh, nice. Yeah. Convenient. I won't. Which I've kind of. There's a laptop somewhere here that used to be my main computer, but I don't really travel anymore, so I don't have a reason. I will also never buy Dell products again. It was an Alienware laptop, and it's had all kinds. It has gone through 2 or 3 batteries that I've had to replace because they started expanding. I just had to recently, within the last year, I replaced the GPU fan. CPU fan. I had to replace one of the fans in it. But I had a laptop before it that I had only had a year, and we won't go into why a second laptop was bought. But anyway, I took it back to Best Buy and Geek Squad before Best Buy, the corporation, neutered our local store, and took it in there. It just stopped working. It said, we can't find Windows. And I called Dell, and they said, yeah, sorry, we can't help you. You're out of spec on your where did you say, what did you after warranty. You're out of spec on your warranty. It's past your warranty. And I thought, well, I don't have the receipt to prove that I'm not, and I know we're close enough that that's probably right. So I took it to Best Buy. It's like, if I'm going to give anybody money, I'm going to give somebody money to fix it now. Because the lady on the phone was like, now, if you want us to walk you through how to fix it, you can pay us, it was a stupid amount of money. So I said, no, I'll figure something else out. So I went to Best Buy where I bought it, took it to Geek Squad. They got into it. Their firmware, their BIOS update for the Mobo on the laptop deleted the boot order. All it needed was someone to go into the BIOS, and I was just getting back into computers, and I'd forgotten all about getting into BIOSes, man. Someone just needed to go into the BIOS and say, hey, C drive, this is where Windows is at. They did it for $30. Power's on, you can go through menus, but it will not play a disc. Well, that's pretty that's pretty worthless as a Blu-ray player, man. Only hope of fixing it is find the exact same model with the older firmware so I can dump the storage and flash it onto my broken player. Yeah. And at that point, you might as well just use the new player. So, yeah, greedy corpse, man. Hell yeah. Abandon the brand. Yeah, I'm going to too. Great hanging out with you as always, HRG and Skim and other pals. When you hear next, I don't know. I've got no reason to not stream tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Don't do brand loyalty. If you make a shitty product, I'm jumping ship. I'm kind of the same way. Just no, not Guardian Heroes. I'm sorry. The thing that I hate with Sony is I don't know about now, but I know at least through a good many decades of my life, which have been almost 4, Sony has been top notch. Like, the CRT I bought is a Sony, and I bought the CRT specifically because, well, not specifically because, but one of the reasons, it's the room I'm in right now. Like, it just, there's nostalgic reasons I bought this model, and it's a great, like, it's a fantastic TV from what I'm seeing. It might need a little work done on it, but it's great. We were hardcore Sony. They always made good products. But alas, they burnt their bridge with me. Where do we want to go, guys? Do we want to find someone playing Sonic, or do we want to go see Coleman? Let's just raid Coleman. Really want to buy a Sony phone, but they kept shitting the pen until they pulled out of the... Boy, that's how it goes. Guys, I've enjoyed this talk. This has been fun for me. I've enjoyed just chatting, man. But, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. If not, I'll catch you some other time. I'll put it in the Discord when I go live. Skim, you're more than welcome to come join the Discord. We don't do anything in there, but heck yeah. But I'll catch y'all later.